You're tuning in to the Black Hollywood Live Network, featuring news, interviews, and commentary on all things Black Hollywood. Hollywood redefined. From Los Angeles, California, presented by Maria Menounos and streaming live thanks to Akamai Technologies. This is Black Hollywood Live, Fashion 411, featuring the week's roundup of fashion news. Black Hollywood Live, Hollywood redefined.
You're listening to Black Hollywood Live.
And now, the host for Black Hollywood Live, Fashion 411.
Happy Friday, everybody. If you're tuning in, this is Fashion 411 on Black Hollywood Live. And I want to remind you guys, we are the #1 fashion podcast on iTunes. Woo!
Thank you to you guys listening. Thank you.
Yes, it's all because of you. So we want to encourage you to keep on downloading our show. Please make comments. The show is free. You can also follow our pictures on Instagram at BHL Fashion 411. And you can check us out online at blackhollywoodlive.com.
And on YouTube.
Yes.
On YouTube.
Yes. So make your comments on YouTube. We like to go on and see what you guys think and tell us what you want to see, because this show is for you. We're our inner fashionistas, and this is all for you. So we have a special guest in the studio today.
Is that me?
That's you.
Which brings me to, I would love to tell the listeners, you can only leave positive comments. the show.
We've got fashion designer and host Kelly Nishimoto with us today. But before we get started, let's go around the table and everyone can introduce themselves. I'll start across the table.
Well, hello, guys. I'm your host, Erica Garcia Rojas, and I'm your go-to girl for all things business and fashion. I am the co-owner of Raleigh Babe Apparel.
What's up, everybody? I'm your host, Courtney Stewart, and I am your resident fashionista shoeaholic that gives you guys the consumer perspective every day.
And I'm Deanna Vaughn. I'm your former New York City executive fashion person who I just had to leave that business so I could bring you all kinds of budget ideas. Like I like to say, I can bring the runway to the real way for you guys. And sitting next to me,
I am Kelly Nishimoto. I'm a clothing designer and a new mom.
Yes.
I have
a beautiful baby boy.
Thank you, my little fat. So I have a line that's Cute Booty Lounge. It's everything geared to make your booty cute. And I also host a show on TLC called Something Borrowed, Something New with my co-host Sam Sabora.
Okay, so let's dig right in. We have a lot to pack into our hour today, so let's get started. So two of our biggest fashion events happened in the past 2 weeks. We had New York Fashion Week and we had London Fashion Week, and I just want to let you guys in on some of the big trends that were happening. And I know we're wanting for the winter to end for especially the East Coast in the middle of the country. But this past Fashion Weeks, it's all about what's happening for the fall and autumn 2014. So, wah. Some parts of the country, you might be able to, still wear some of these things. So some of the big trends that we're going to be seeing for this fall are prints. Let's see, we have a picture to kind of follow along if we'd like. So plaids were big all over the New York fashion runways as well as the London runways, and they were like bigger scale plaids. I know we've seen plaids a lot, and maybe we're like, okay, yawn, and you're used to seeing it like in a flannel or something very casual, but the plaids were bigger scale, lots of bright colors, different colors were being used, and you saw it all over the place. So you saw it in outerwear, you saw it in suits, you saw it just kind of everywhere. So I think come fall, there's going to be a plaid for everybody.
When is plaids not in for fall?
True.
They're always in every year. It's like a different variety of plaid.
Yeah, it is.
It's timeless, and I love plaids, but they never go out of style.
They never go out of style. And just like I was saying, I think what happens is it gets recolored, it gets reinterpreted, but yeah, there's only so many ways that you can do it.
Well, I haven't seen the plaid on a larger scale. It's always your micro plaid. It's a little bit larger, but this is kind of a big plaid and very bold, and I love it.
Yeah,
so
especially in that cape.
Yeah, I love that first cape. It's
I don't know
fabulous.
how you slap someone if you need to, but you're kind of bound. So it's a ladylike plaid
Very dramatic. I love it.
So, come fall 2014, we're going to see a lot of plaids. Up next is the big color ideas for the fall. So, cobalt blue, which Miss Courtney happens to be wearing right now, so you are ahead of your time. But this cobalt blue, it's a color that I feel like every other season, it's like the color of the season, and they usually refer to it as an Eve Klein blue. But that's a really big color for fall 2014. Next is emerald. And even greens are actually really big for this spring, so no surprise that it gets a little darker for the fall, and it's a big idea. And then finally, oxblood. So these three colors, you're going to see them all over the place for fall. So if you happen to see them now in the spring, these are things you might want to pick up because they might be a little less expensive since it's, you're getting them in the spring and you layer them and you carry them over to the fall. They're big colors. Next big trend from the runway shows came in the form of fabric. So fur and shearling. So if you are a member of PETA and you don't believe in animals, you might want to cover your ears and eyes because fur was all over the place. It was in natural colors. It was, like in grays and browns, and it was colored. So like, and if you guys are following along, the pictures we have up, there's a pink fur, and then we've got this fur vest. It's like a tricolor with blue and black and white. And then shearling. So it was all over the place. Whether it was a vest, a jacket, a cape, it was everywhere.
I feel like for like the past year, even 2 years, fur has been coming back with a vengeance. And I mean, you say this at the top of that, Deanna, like cover your ears if you're an animal activist, but it's not limited to real fur. You see faux fur
absolutely
everywhere. I mean, it's a trend. Fur is a trend, and it's coming back huge.
It really is.
And even when we were talking before the show, I was at Park City, Utah. I swear to God, I know it's the theme, you're in Park City, but every other person was wearing some form, shape, something of fur.
I feel like even in the summer, I see people rocking a fur vest or a fur accessory, like a little scarf or like a thing. Those puff things with a pin on it.
Yeah.
So I'm a lover of fur.
Me too.
Myself.
And the faux fur options are only getting better.
Yeah, they're really good. And some of them you can't even really
tell, which is
especially
nice.
like with the leathers and all that kind
You
of
can tell
stuff.
when you feel it, though.
I love the animals and the real fur is so nice. But
It is.
I have to be a faux
I mean,
fur girl.
I was going to be really crass and say if the animal's already gone, I mean,
I know, especially when I look at this like soft
may
pink
as well
coat
use
there.
it for something. So
I know, as a designer, you kind of know both ends of where fur comes from, especially if you go to a furrier school over in Europe. So it is really sad. But I agree, if the animal is
it's already gone. Might as well
dead,
use it.
roadkill. I am from Georgia.
But that doesn't
Reuse,
I didn't know that.
girl, reuse.
and then finally, the last big idea coming out of Fashion Weeks was matching sets. So, I mean, it's very matchy, like a schoolgirl. So first up, again, we see that plaid again, but it's a matching set. It's a skirt and a top. And then we kind of have a play on camouflage, again, matching set. And at the end, it's like a matching geometric set. That was all over the runways. It was on a lot of different runways. So I have a feeling that it is going to be a big idea. Now, whether, people are going to choose to wear their, matching sets like this, I don't know. I mean, we're used to seeing it in a suit, but normally in a suit it would just be like a solid or very tonal looking print. But these are very bold prints, and they're matching it head to toe. So that was a big idea.
If you saw a celebrity wearing the one in the middle, they would end up in the worst dress list, saying they looked like they were wearing trash bags, or they rolled out of the house in their pajamas.
I know.
Like
Well, as they
camouflage.
should. I mean, they should be trash for that wearing that.
But-
It's horrible.
It was a huge idea, both New York and London Fashion Weeks. So, so time will tell. So that was your little look inside Fashion Week for New York and London, just to keep you guys up to date. Next, it's time for a little beauty beat.
We need a special song for
I know.
that.
So I'll make this quick because I know we're running out of time. But this week it's my turn to do beauty, and it's all about like DIY. What you can do at home and what you can use that's in your cabinet and in your refrigerator to really get some excellent results, whether it's on your skin or in your hair. So first up, It's an exfoliating cleanser for your face and body, and this is something I actually use myself at home. I take, and I really don't use any kind of specific measurements, but you take sugar, then you take like any natural oil of your choice. So it could be coconut oil, jojoba oil, olive oil, and then I don't know if you guys know what Dr. Bronner's, you know, that
Yes.
all natural
The
soap.
soap.
I love Dr. Bronner's. I use it to clean. I use it for my body, and then you put in a little Dr. Bronner's. You mix it all up, and it makes the best exfoliator. So I use it on my skin. You can also use it on your body. Your skin will feel so soft, so smooth. It's cleansed because of the Dr. Bronner soap. It's moisturized because of the oil, and then you're exfoliating because of the sugar. Amazing and cheap.
One thing you could add too is coffee grounds, because coffee grounds has a caffeine, and caffeine actually helps with cellulite.
Oh.
And although many of our listeners maybe don't have this problem, I have pretty pale skin, and the coffee, it's kind of nice. It gives a natural tint to the skin.
Oh, see, I don't need a natural tint,
Tiana.
I already have a tan, but nice tip.
But coffee's a great thing to add to an exfoliant.
Another DIY that I happen to use, and you guys might think this is the weirdest thing you've ever heard of, but trust me, it works. So you know those microplane graters that you usually get for, you know, to grate an orange or a lemon, and they usually go in your kitchen.
Don't tell me you put
The
those on your
zest.
feet.
I
For the
use
zest?
it for my
Feet.
feet in the shower, and let me tell you, it is the best. I keep it in the shower, and I don't cross use it in the kitchen, okay? It is the best thing to remove your calluses, and it's funny, if you even go on Amazon.com,
Yeah.
you will see where people are making comments about using it as a callus remover for your feet. I keep it in the shower, which is the best time to use it because your skin is soft and supple from being in the shower and the steam and the water, and you just break out that
And how did you
grater.
discover that, may I ask?
I discovered it because a friend of mine in New York, I went to visit her, and she had this grater in her shower. And I'm like, why is there a cheese grater in your shower? I just didn't understand. And I asked her, and she told me, and I'm like, that kind of makes sense. And I get some bad calluses on my feet. It's the best thing ever. I mean, it's better than getting any like pumice stone. It's better than getting that liquid chemical stuff that you know that you can put on your bottom of your feet for calluses. It's the best. And talk about cheap. You go to Bed Bath & Beyond, maybe it's $8, $9. It is the best.
Don't buy the pet egg, guys. Just get a grater.
You don't.
Cheaper.
It's
the same
cheaper.
idea and it's cheaper.
It's the same concept. And like with the microplane, they've got different sizes. So you can get like a big one, you can get a small one, you can like get it for targeted areas, but
Depending on the amount of crust you have on your feet, you go up a size and do
Child, I
grater.
love it. It's amazing. And then finally for your skin, so you guys heard of that stuff called tin skin? Like you
Yes.
use it like it'll help prevent like razor burn, bikini bumps, stuff like that. Well, tin skin is actually really expensive, and this is something else that I make myself at home. You can make your own tin skin solution, and basically you just need aspirin, alcohol, and witch hazel. And the active ingredient in aspirin is it's salicylic acid. I don't know if I'm saying it right.
Salicylic
Salicylic acid, and that's
Really
an
excited.
ingredient that's it's the active ingredient in a lot of acne
Medications.
products. Well, aspirin, one of the active ingredients in aspirin is acid. So when you make this solution, you're making your own like kind of acne solution. You just make sure the aspirin's going to settle, so you just make sure you shake it up. And every time you want to use it, put it on a cotton ball. You can put it on, like, if after you bikini wax, after you, like, do your eyebrows, even on acne, just to make the redness go away. It's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. And it's so, like, aspirin, you can get aspirin for 99 cents at the store. Alcohol is cheap. Witch hazel is cheap. You can make up your own batch. I do it all the time. And it's solid, y'all. It's
Very
solid.
effective.
And then really quickly, for your hair, so if you're really needing a protein treatment for your hair, which all of us do, because what protein does for your hair, it keeps you, if you're having breakage and, you just need to kind of baby your hair, you can do a gelatin hair mask because gelatin has protein in it. So you just take some plain powdered gelatin, a little bit of water, some honey, and honey has moisturizing properties, little apple cider vinegar. Stir it all up, let the gelatin dissolve, put that in your hair.
Like Jello gelatin.
Jello, but you get plain. You're not getting a
Okay.
flavor.
Unless you want to smell delicious.
Yeah, because a flavor could also end up dyeing your hair
Got
too.
it.
But you just get plain, and you just put it in your hair. You let it sit for like 20 minutes, and boom, you've got your own, DIY protein treatment for your hair.
Lovely.
And one more, I'll just do if your hair is in need of like a moisturizing treatment, like I do this too. I do all of these, but like a great pre-shampoo moisturizing treatment, you take coconut milk. Once again, your favorite natural oil of your choice, and a little bit of honey. You mix it all together, put it in your hair. You can, put a shower cap over it so you get like a little heat and deep conditioning. You can get under the dryer, but I don't care what kind of hair you have, ethnic hair, white, black, Latino, everybody could use a protein treatment or a moisturizing treatment. And it's right there in your kitchen.
And coconut milk is an awesome facial rinse for people that have sensitive skin or any kind of irritation if you're out and it's like when the spring comes and stuff is just on your face.
The
and
actual
it's
little can of
just
coconut
a little can of coconut
Okay.
milk and just do a rinse and it
Try and
just
get organic.
relaxes your face.
Yeah.
I have a tip for men out there. One of the best things to shave with on your face, believe it or not, is just plain olive oil.
Oh.
My husband actually does it because he's got sensitive skin and stuff. But
Interesting.
it's one of the best things for men to try shaving with.
It's also a great makeup remover.
Oh yeah, I always used to
remove
take
my
my
eye
eye
makeup.
makeup
Yeah,
with
olive
it.
oil is actually great for your skin and your hair.
For everything.
Yeah. So hope these
it
little
on.
DIY tips, make you guys think a little bit differently about, spending your money at the drugstore. There's so much you have just, at home. So
And they're not chemicals.
yep, it's all natural. What's up next, Erica?
Okay, guys, I've got your weekly style scoop for you. And this week, we got a little bit coming from New York City, although kind of chilly and cold. New York City saw a bright spot with the recovery of Global Fashion Capital title. The Silicon Valley organization, the Global Language Monitor, specializes in algorithmic services that take data and utilize technology to create reports and lists for numerous well-known brands, Fortune 500 companies, and organizations. New York City has taken back the title for Global Fashion Capital after London's 2-year stint as the industry's most fashionable city. Paris almost took the prize, but was only 0.5% away from a tie with New York. Rounding out the top 5 is Los Angeles at number 4, up from number 9 last year, and Barcelona at number 5. New York City has, quote, this is a quote, New York City has indeed earned its top global fashion capital ranking through its disciplined, methodical, yet creative approach to its fashion industry, says Becca Payak, New York-based fashion director for the Global Fashion Monitor. So it's official, New York City, most fashionable city in the world.
I think we kind of already knew that, though.
Paris was right there.
This is true.
I mean, the real
Yeah.
shocker in that is LA's up to number 5.
Check
Number
it
4.
out.
4.
Number
Sorry.
four.
LA's
Number
climbing. LA's climbing, getting in there.
Get
Well,
up
LA,
there.
I mean, you probably know this, Kelly. I mean, LA is huge when it comes to manufacturing. I mean,
Yes.
it's grown so much.
Well, no, it hasn't. It's shrunk
It's
drastically
shrunk?
over
Like
the
it's shrunk?
past 10 years. Yes. So sadly, people are going overseas, and it's taking away a lot of our LA-based jobs. So I say bring it back. That's what I try to do.
Yeah.
Keep it here.
But this is more for fashion as far as trends, not the manufacturing side of it. Yeah. Sadly, the United States is becoming a sales-based country.
Yeah, we
And the
are.
production and legwork is disappearing.
It's so much cheaper to do it overseas. That's the problem.
Yes, but it cheapens my soul to do it overseas.
I know. All right, so we've got a new Big and Tall collection at Macy's by the one and only Shaquille O'Neal.
Okay.
So everyone's favorite basketball player is delving into men's fashion with the release of a collection for men of all sizes. The Shaquille O'Neal collection is set to release this month exclusively at Macy's and will include suit separates and sports coats with prices ranging from $150 to $400. Shaquille said that he started the line mostly for large men like himself who have a hard time finding clothing that fits. He says, quote, I was frustrated that I had to go to a Big and Tall store rather than shop with my friends at the local department store, he said. I know, like, can you really see him
Because you
shopping?
so shop at the local department store.
Well, he's got the basketball contract, so no one's feeling sorry for him.
And he says, quote, I originally wanted to develop a more fashion-forward menswear collection at an affordable price. Once Peerless and I developed the collection, the reaction from Macy's was so positive that we decided to make the collection in all sizes, according to the Wall Street Journal.
Well, good for him.
Yeah.
I never think of Shaquille O'Neal as that fashionable,
Me
but
either.
size-wise, he can,
was
you
gonna
know, he has a specific
Filling
market.
a void.
He's
Yeah.
a good fit model.
Yeah.
I do think of him as big and tall, so.
Yeah.
There you go.
What is he, like 7 feet tall?
Yeah.
Something like that?
Big.
God.
All right, so we're back at New York City. Good luck trying to get a pair of snow boots there. According to the New York Times, the cold snow season has forced a lot of residents to pick up weather-appropriate gear at shops like the North Face and EMS. It has been reported, though, that most stores are sold out of snow boots and are running out of stock to satisfy the increased demand.
Wow.
Hopefully they had their last snowstorm.
What I don't get is, why don't people already have snow boots?
Yeah.
I would
I'm
agree.
surprised that it snows
I'm
there.
sure they have like snow boots, but on the amount of snow that New York City got this year is abnormal. Like
it's
it
the
gets
most-
cold,
It's
but
the most fashionable city in the
Yeah.
world, so they're thinking more like what my boots look like instead of the
Yeah.
functionality of them. That's like
Exactly.
in LA. Every time I see a pair of rain boots, I'm like, I need to get those rain boots because it's
Yes.
gonna rain, and I never.
And
I,
it's going
I
to
still
rain
don't have a
twice
pair.
this year,
Yeah.
and I need my rain
Exactly.
boots
Yes.
for when it rains.
Yeah.
I mean, I lived in New York for like 11 years. I didn't buy like a pair of snow
Snow
Ugg boots
boots,
until
yeah.
like my last 3 years there.
Oh, really?
Because like in the city, the snow melts a lot faster, and you just don't really need.
Yeah.
If anything, you need rain boots than
Yeah.
snow boots, and rain boots don't keep you warm. So yeah.
yeah.
All right, so we've got a new collection from Gwen Stefani.
I love her.
You guys fans of
She
their
is great.
LAMB collection?
Yes.
Well, starting next week, you'll be able to get your hands on her newest, more modestly priced
I was
collection.
gonna say it is
Goodness.
pricey.
Yeah.
The singer has announced she'll be teaming up with online shoe retailer ShoeDazzle.com to launch a collection of 7 handbags and 24 styles of footwear, with everything priced between $69.95 and $111. She said, quote, I just wanted to make something that looked really good and high quality, but that you could afford. Whatever I designed, I'm mixing different cultural influences, and always with the first collection of something new, I want to reflect on everything I've done. In a way, this kind of sums up all of my influences. The key colors are black, white, and red, so it's pretty simple, but it has a lot of details.
Nice. That's actually really refreshing because her lamb line, that's some
It's
beautiful
full
stuff.
Yes.
I mean, handbag,
Yes.
shoes,
Funny.
but it's expensive.
It's expensive, but
So.
Shoe Dazzle is an interesting choice.
Yeah, and I thought Shoe Dazzle was the $29.99
Yeah, it is.
price point, or
It
39. I
is.
don't remember the
I
price.
think it's
but
39, yeah.
39.
And I think they're trying to expand into a higher end, but higher end for that price point. So it's
Yeah.
like the shopper that is willing to spend maybe $100 for a really special pair of shoes, and that's where they're appealing with this line.
Just hope the
But you
materials
can-
are better.
I know.
than the
Yeah, I
shoe.
wonder if they are using leather instead of.
I don't know if it'd be leather.
Maybe.
But
I don't
it
know, for
could be.
$100,
You
you
should
should
be
be able
able
to
to
get
get-
a pair
That's
of
true.
decent shoes. Maybe not a leather sole, but definitely a leather
Yeah.
upper.
For-
We'll have to go to this. There's a store in Glendale, actually. So.
Oh, that's right. You told us they opened
Yeah.
a Shoe Dazzle
Yeah,
store.
Shoe Dazzle.
Shoe Dazzle
Yeah.
store?
Yeah, there's a store. That's their first retail location. It's in the Glendale Galleria.
I would love if this stuff would be there.
Genius.
Yeah.
Well, here's a little bargainista tip. I'm sure most of you guys know. If you ever shop at Nordstrom's Rack or Neiman Marcus Last Call, you find so much of her layers
Yeah.
stuff there.
Oh, yeah.
There's so much of it there, and that's where I get it. So
eBay.
I'm not, I'm not paying for
eBay.
full price. All right, so last but not least, we've got Rihanna's Rules of Style featured in this month's Vogue. So Rihanna recently received the distinction of Vogue Cover Girl for the 3rd time and is gracing the current March cover. The story inside, though, you guys, is awesome. It's filled with lots of interesting insights into her cool girl style. I've summarized the article, though, with the top 10, like I like to call them, Rihanna-isms. Number 1, get a weave. She says, quote, I have 2 main hair people I work with. They're always with me. I'm like, I'm bored. I want to change my hair. That's a good thing about a weave. You can do whatever you want with it. And she also suggests having 2 hair people at all times.
Oh, okay. So the
I
average
assume if you're a
person.
celebrity, like,
Here's my 2 hair people, my right hand and my left hand. That's my 2.
Exactly.
I think I need to start with getting 1 hair person around at all times because this could use it.
I gotta get the weave for
Yeah,
this girl.
yeah. Number 2, don't worry about comfort when it comes to shoes. She says, quote, I can dance in them. Rihanna says of a pair of Saint Laurent stilettos. She says, quote, it's not about pain, it's about the commitment. I say to myself, I want to look like this and worry about the pain later.
Have a kid, Rihanna. You'll change your
You'll
mind
change.
really quickly.
Number 3, shop at Claire's. She says, quote, my jewelry is all fake from Claire's, or I get it from my mom's boutique in Barbados. That was a surprising one.
That's a
to
great
me.
one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
I
is a
didn't
good one.
expect that her jewelry's from Claire's.
Not all of it.
Oh,
I was just saying, I don't
when she shops for jewelry, which she
Yeah.
probably
Her and
doesn't do
Shaquille
very
are at the mall.
often.
He's
Yeah.
at Macy's and she's at Claire's.
Yeah.
I know. I see her sporting a lot of Chanel jewelry too. So I don't know what she's
She
talking
gets
about.
gifted quite a bit.
Yes. Number 4, she's a fan of oversized jackets. Quote, it's fierce, she says of a men's Alexander Wang jacket. This is dope leather. More than anything, I like a jacket. You can do anything with a great jacket. The bigger, the better. You can have any silhouette underneath. It gives you an attitude. It makes a gown look cool.
I think it depends on your size when it comes to that,
That's
you know?
true.
Because if you're really tiny, you don't want a big jacket that's going to, like, just consume you and eat you up. And
Well,
if
also
you're
if you're fuller
large,
figured, you don't want a jacket either. 'cause
exactly,
It's just going to make you look
bigger.
frumpy.
So,
In Rihanna's life, a big jacket is drama. We can't exist like that, girl, because we don't roll like that.
Well, and
in
in
real life.
Rihanna's, in her, I don't know how tall, like 5'9" body with
She's
like her
5'7".
super long torso. Well, in person, to me, she looks like she's 5'9" because she is so. If you ever seen her in person, like right up close, you know why she's a star.
Yeah, she's
because she's
bigger than life.
She
Statuesque.
is, and she's got this long torso and this body that you're like, my God. And on a long torso and a beautiful 5'9", 5'7" body, an oversized jacket look chic. On a 5 feet munchkin like me,
Your like shoes are poking out at the bottom.
yes, it looks dumb.
We should see what that looks like.
Yes. It looks dumb. So it looks good on Rihanna and girls and like her body, but I don't know if it fits for everybody. That's just my opinion. All right, number 5, wear men's clothes. She says, quote, well, she already kind of said this. I love baggy things. I wear men's clothes and men's shoes, Oxfords, and creepers, which I don't know what a creeper is.
Men's shoes.
Men's shoes.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
said men's shoes.
They don't have really. I'm a size 5.5 in men's. They don't really make cool shoes in a 5.5. So
Yeah. Number 6, take risks. Quote, you will never be stylish if you don't take risks. If you go into a men's shop and try something, they will look at you like, that's a bad bitch.
Okay.
Number 7, use MAC eyeliner.
use MAC eyeliner, that's it.
That's it, girl. MAC
Okay.
eyeliner.
eyeliner.
That's all you need to know.
I'll go through the rest of these real quick. 8, dress like you're a pop star at a dance rehearsal. Number 9, get on Instagram and follow fashionable girls. Number 10, finally, her rule of bras. If I'm wearing a top, I don't wear a bra. And if I'm wearing a bra, I just wear a bra.
I read that rule. Girl, please. Bye.
Depends on how big the girls are. Okay?
Exactly. Yours are barely move and they just sit there. That's why you ain't rocking a bra.
All right.
So,
But that's real cute for you, honey pie.
So it's time to get to know Miss Kelly Nishimoto.
Speaking of cute.
right.
Speaking of
Alright.
cute,
Cute.
so tell us all about your life.
what do we want to know?
what do you? I don't know. What do you want? You want the fashion part? You want the dirt? You want
Tell
the
us
We
personal
want
life?
fashion, dirt,
fashion.
all of it.
Yeah.
Fashion.
Fashion and a little dirt.
Okay, a little dirt and a lot of fashion.
Yes.
I am actually a self-taught designer. So I did not go to school. Everything I learned on my own. I used to take clothes apart and I would use wrapping paper. You know how you get the birthday paper and it's got the little grid on the back? Well, the grids are an inch. So that's what I used as my pattern paper. And I started off in runway in 2005. I launched my collection at Mercedes-Benz Fashion Week in Los Angeles. And it was a beautiful, collection of separates and dresses, and I had plaid jackets and plaid pencil skirts and a lot of suiting. And I had this number 1 item. It just seemed to be the focal point, the bestseller every time I had a new collection, and it was cute booty pants. I created these pants in 2004 in my garage. And I thought they were too sexy. So I put them in a drawer. I ignored them. I forgot about them. It's just a wide waist lounge pant with an oversized satin tie, giant grommets. These are extra versions these are newer versions, with the little scrunchy pockets and the scrunched butt in a super soft modal fabric. I threw them in a drawer. I forgot about them. I had to go to the gym with my trainer, and I didn't have anything to wear. I'm like, what am I going to wear to the gym? I really don't even want to go. I'm just going to call in sick. And I'm like, yeah, I have those stupid sexy pants that are in the drawer. I think I'll pull them out and put them on. So I put them on. I go to the gym. and I don't even think I worked out. Everyone followed me. They stopped me. It was just a big hour-long conversation about these pants. So I named them Cute Booty Pants. Cut to, years later, it's now my main business. I've kind of cut out the rest of the higher end collection. I've really focused on loungewear. And it's really my passion because any girl in any size can wear these. If you have a big butt and you have things to hide, you can, you put them on, and those ruched pockets really accentuate your positives and de-accentuate your negatives. If you have no butt and you want to make it a little, have a little booty pop, the pants do that for you as well. And they're just comfortable, and I'm all about embracing women and their curves, no matter what size you are. And I'm passionate about making clothes in LA. I'm passionate about people not knocking you off, and designs are yours. And that's kind of what all my brand's about. It's you shouldn't sacrifice cute for comfort.
Speaking of being knocked off, have you been knocked off? Because that happens so much.
Oh, it's been a long road. I have been knocked off several times. Twice, inadvertently, I had shown my line to a salesperson to see if they, would pick it up and be my sales rep. And something happened, and I ended up not going with her. I don't remember if it was money. It was a long time ago. And I guess she really liked my line so much that she then suggested it to two other lines that she carried, and they inadvertently knocked me off. They had no idea. They just thought it was their salesperson saying, hey, you should make these pants with the wide waist, with the pockets. And then I actually did some private labeling for a very huge swimwear company. Most of their stores are based in the Southern California area. They have a couple in Arizona. And I did private label for them for about 9 months. And they ended up taking the whole collection and knocking it off as well. So we're in the middle of a lawsuit now. Oh my God. But that's okay. Hey, karma. There's enough business out there for everyone, so I feel really strongly about that. You don't have to knock people off. Yeah. You can be inspired. Mm-hmm. You can say, hey, I was inspired by so-and-so, but don't take someone's original design and pass it off as your own. Mm-hmm. And then I found, then now there's companies that are kind of trickling out that are caught, they think they're knocking off the big swimwear company.
When really it's
me. So I try to take those things and I turn them into something positive. So there's a lingerie company out in New York that inadvertently knocked it off because they thought they were copying Beach Bunny. And now I have a meeting with them to discuss some future business. So you got to take these things and just turn it around.
Good for you.
So it seems like when looking at your line that you have a lot of following from celebrities. They're wearing your line. How did you get the word out about your pants?
Well, I kind of did it the old school way. I always feel like there's so much red tape in Hollywood, and it's so frustrating. Send it to my publicist, send it to my manager. Who knows how many people actually get the things that you send. And it's not a cheap pant. It's a $100 pair of pants, and so and as a small business, and it's just me funding it. It takes a lot when you want to gift someone, and that's your bread and butter. Your bread and butter, excuse me. So what I did is, houses and addresses are public. It's like public database. So I picked my top 50 girls that I wanted to wear cute booty, and I just sent it to their house, gangster style. I'm like, here you go.
Oh, that's awesome.
Straight, and then UPS, if they had to sign for it, and you would be amazed at how many thank you letters I got. It was really refreshing. Demi Moore sent me a thank you letter. Oh gosh, Friends. What's her name?
Jennifer Aniston.
No, the other one.
Courtney
Yes,
Cox.
Courtney Cox sent me a thing. So it's always the old school celebrity, the one who really has the A-list status, who appreciates it and thanks you the most. It's kind of those new up and coming girls who aren't as appreciative of product.
That's interesting. Wow.
So tell us a little bit about your affiliation with TLC or your work that you're doing with TLC there.
Yes. So a couple of years ago, TLC came to me with this wedding show idea. And I've done stuff for TLC on and off for the past 6 or so years. And it was this idea on remaking your mom's wedding dress. And we had a meeting, and it sounded really great, so we shot the pilot. And they ended up picking it up. We just got picked up for our 3rd season.
Yes, congratulations.
The 2nd season is on air now, and I co-host it with the stylist Sam Sabora, who's absolutely amazing. He's my other soulmate. That was like another thing. The trainer at the gym, that's now my husband. So,
there's the dirt.
that was the dirt. I knew I forgot something.
Oh my God.
So, So Sam and I, we take a bride who has an heirloom wedding dress, whether it's her mother's or her grandmother's. We've even had some interesting cases where it was her husband's family's dress and they wanted her to wear it. And I basically remake the dress to be more fashion forward, something that's more her taste. She gives me all of her ideas and I execute it, and I make the best dress I can out of what I'm given. And then Sam takes the bride shopping for a new dress, and at the end of the show, the bride has just to decide whether she wants something borrowed or something new.
Now, I've seen this show multiple times. Have you ever gotten a dress that you were just like, what am I going to do with this? Because you have come up with some miraculous things that
Thank you.
I have seen.
You have no idea. These women pull these dresses out of the bags, and sometimes, they're well preserved, but sometimes they're ratty, they smell like mothballs, and I'm thinking, okay, besides what the darn dress looks like, how the heck am I gonna make this smell come out? So, they just open the bag and you just have to sit there with a smile, you're like, you just want to faint on the floor. I try to take the best aspects of the dress and I listen to what the bride wants and I try to mesh that all into one. There are occasions where the fabric is too far gone or it's just so tacky that you have to kind of create a whole new dress and use elements from the old dress to create what she wants. But yeah, and then we only have 48 hours
That's
to
the other
execute
thing.
that.
In that amount of time,
I am really rushing around like a crazy person.
Oh my
Yes.
God.
And you're doing it all yourself. You are recreating this dress.
No. Well, I create the idea, I pick out all the fabric, and I help execute, but there is no way that I can.
Okay.
So I do have my specific team of people that is from my company that I use, and we make it happen.
You pull it off.
Yeah, we pull it off.
2 days.
Yes,
well
because it takes twice as long to deconstruct a dress and then make a new dress. It's a completely different story if you're just making something from scratch. This is an extra step, so you have to deconstruct everything. Then you have to figure out what you can and cannot use. Then you have to make the new dress.
Wow.
So it's actually a really long process.
Have you had any difficult brides to deal with on the show?
Well,
people you were like, oh.
It's usually the wedding party who's a little snooty. It's amazing to me how girls have these friends or family that are so rude and don't support them. I've had people say things like, I hate it, it's ugly, it's atrocious, it's horrible.
Oh, jeez.
And, it's just, my grandmother always says opinions are like booty holes.
A-holes.
Booty holes. Everyone's got one, and they all stink. So, I take it all in stride. I love my job, and I love the different brides. I think Sam has a little bit harder time because he actually has to take the bride on a shopping experience and see the reaction of the family and the friends in each dress. Me, I spend, my hour with her getting her ideas and telling her my ideas, and then off she goes. I remake the dress, and she's not over my shoulder, nitpicking anything. So the final product is what she gets, and hopefully she likes it.
So from this, so you have your line, your line, but from this show, have you had opportunities when it comes to designing wedding dresses? Is that something for you in the near future? Have you thought about it?
I have thought about it. I've had a lot of women come to me wanting me to make over their dresses, and as much as I'd love to, with my own business and filming the show and being a new mom, it's hard to fit everything in. So I'm hoping to do a deal with Shoe Dazzle. No, I'm kidding. To do a deal with a company. We're working on a few options right now to have wedding dresses available for under a certain price point that are inspired by vintage dresses.
Very cool.
I think you need to collaborate with one of your crafty friends, Mark Montano.
I know,
You guys need to collaborate and do something. All right. So, do we have a little bit of time for Hot or Hot Mess?
Gonna cram
Quickly,
that in quickly.
let's get it in because this is the
We gotta get
That
that
was
in.
fun.
Okay,
Okay.
so everybody's out and about. The stars are doing lots of things. We had fashion weeks, we've got parties, and black seemed to be something very exciting for them this last couple weeks. So we're gonna start out with Miss Angela Simmons, who was at New
I
York
was going to say
Fashion Week.
people or the color.
People and the color, y'all. So Miss Angela Simmons was at the Vivian Tam 2014 show wearing Vivian Tam's 2014 black cutout dress and a foofy bright red hooded ankle-length fur coat and some hot pink platforms. So what do y'all think?
For some reason, I really like it. I love it. She just looks fabulous.
I agree.
Oh.
If she didn't have the coat, it could turn into a hot mess, but I think she really polished it nicely with that jacket. It adds like a nice sense of elegance to it.
Especially since
Even though it's see-through.
I was gonna say,
Yeah.
since it's see-through, I agree. If there's no coat, it's see-through dress, you're like, really? A see-through dress?
Exactly.
Come on. But I love how she put this gangster red fur coat.
Yeah,
Yay.
I love
It
it.
was awesome.
And then she's got the long hair. It's kind of
the
covering
lips.
and leaves a little bit to the
Yeah.
imagination. I love it.
Awesome.
It's like the new Cruella de Vil.
I know, exactly.
Good call.
Well, shout out Miss Angela Simmons. You got a 4-way hot up on here. And this is the first time with the see-through dress and the whole panty thing that it
Yeah.
all worked for us.
It does.
'Cause it totally worked for me in every way, girl. You are fierce. Next up, we have Miss Tyra Banks. And she was at the 50th anniversary Sports Illustrated party wearing a black lace lingerie-inspired body-hugging dress and black pointy-toe stilettos with the ankle cuff and a very large wig.
Oh, I thought you were going to say very large
I
breasts.
barely recognize her. She looks so different to me.
She looks like she lost a lot of weight.
Yeah.
Well, I just love Tyra in general. I've met her a couple of times, and she's just glamorous. Just whatever she's wearing, she could be wearing jeans and a t-shirt. She's just a glamazon to me, and I absolutely love her. So no matter what she's wearing, I think I would never say anything negative about her, although she does look stunning to me.
I think she looks beautiful in this photo.
Yeah.
She's pretty. And Tyra Banks is one of those people, when you look at her fashion, she has a lot of misses. And
She's all over the
she's
place.
all over the place. And she's so beautiful. And she has this awesome body. And I love it when I finally see her get it right in this outfit. I don't know about the hair, but I do love the shoes and I do love the dress.
love
on
the
her.
shoes.
Yes, I love the shoes. My only complaint was the hair. I was
Yeah.
it was
She
doing a
looks
little
good.
too much, but the makeup was beautiful. She looked sexy. And by the way, like, this is one picture from that 50th anniversary party, but all of those women, from Christy Brinkley at 60 to Miss Heidi Klum to all the other women that were on that red carpet, Kathy Ireland, they looked flawless.
Wow.
They looked amazing.
Time
So,
has done
I mean,
them
I know
well.
they supermodels and all, but I mean, a lot of them have had lots of kids and have moved on in life, and to keep it, y'all kept it together.
Keep it together.
Two thumbs up. Next up, we have Miss Jordan Dunn, who was at London Fashion Week at the Elle Style Awards, and she was wearing this black and white graphic print Tom Ford mini dress and lace-up peep-toe booties.
Her legs are, she's so skinny.
I was just going to say, you have to be supermodel skinny to make, this dress is hot, but I think it's because she has the body type to pull it off.
No, I mean, I think that dress, you can pull it off. See how it's got the black panels on the side? So
Yeah.
if you were a fuller size woman, you could pull that off because it's the pattern in the middle that really gives you that waist. But she's just too skinny for
I
me.
think she is
can't.
too. Look at her legs.
Her thighs.
looks
She's
like
a
she's
beautiful
going to
girl,
break.
but it's too much. It's too extreme.
I agree.
I was gonna say this, that I was like,
So,
what, are those real? Like, they don't look like legs.
Her
Like,
style is hot. Her eating habits are a hot mess.
She needs like 10, 15 pounds on her. She's really thin.
you were not that thin in the Beyonce video. I just saw you.
I was going to say, I don't remember her being this skinny.
Yeah, just her legs just show it all. It's
I
just,
don't know what's going on. But Tom Ford, I rock your dress.
I think the
want
dress
it.
yeah,
is
the
lovely.
dress is
Fabulous.
hot. The dress is
Fabulous.
hot.
The dress
Yeah,
is
I'm
really hot.
I'm bothered by the body more. Yeah.
There you have it. We
Me.
see it all on the red carpet. And last but not least, we have Miss Nicole Scherzinger. And she was at the Brit Awards wearing an S&M inspired leather black crop top with studded detail and a black drape blazer and black drapey tapered pants and gold pointed toe stilettos. Pulling off her sexy. What y'all think? Ooh, that's silence. There is silence on the microphone.
I can't make up my mind.
Yeah, me too.
I'm torn. I kind of like it. I like it because it looks like there's thought and effort put into it, and the outfit together actually flows. The gold
She looks
shoes.
polished.
Yeah, she looks put together. I just don't know how I feel about that neckline tie type
yeah.
choker thing.
Yeah.
I'm on the fence.
I agree.
I'm also on the fence too, just with sometimes Nicole Scherzinger. She's a hit or miss too.
We've had her about 3 times. This is
So-
the 3rd time she's appeared for us,
Yeah.
and it's a different look than she's done in the past.
I think usually she gets it right though. I think she's pretty. She does a pretty good job.
I
And
really
she
don't
likes
have any. I don't have any.
I love
feelings
that it was
either way.
baffling.
I'm just kind of like, whatever. I mean, she's hot.
Yeah, she's
so
hot.
She's a hot girl. We're a little confused.
Yeah, we're a little confused.
I think
agree.
she's taking one of the Rihanna's rules of style and taking a risk. I don't know if it's
Taking
working.
You know, I
risk.
think maybe what's throwing me off a little bit is her hair and makeup is too glam and polished to match that shirt. It's not as like her look,
edgy.
her hair and makeup is not as edgy as the rest of the outfit. So it's kind of throwing me off.
And you know what? Now that I'm looking at it, what I love about the outfit is the jacket and the pants and the shoes and
Yes,
the bracelet.
yes.
So I like the whole thing. I'm not liking the bustier, and I think that's what's throwing me off. I think even if she wanted to do Rihanna style and do just a bra, I think that would have looked hot. Or if she wanted to do some other kind of crop top or something, but I'm not feeling this particular bustier.
I agree.
Yes.
I would have just done the leather crop top, and you can't really see the detail of the jewelry in the picture as well, but she had some amazing gold bracelets and rings all up her hands, and I felt like that was more than enough gold, girl. You could have left that studded necklace / waistband. I don't know what the hell that is at home, but it was interesting. Nice try.
Nice try,
We got
Nicole.
silence. That wasn't even a hot mess. That was just, I don't know what to say about that. So we'll wrap it up this week as we did last week, and it is still this month of February. It's Black History Month, so we're doing a little style throwback to somebody, well, hell, I loved her to death.
Yeah.
Miss Lauryn Hill, stylish, beautiful, amazing. I can't even tell you what
And
to
paying
say.
back taxes.
She did her jail time, so you didn't have to bring that up. We talk about fashion. You had to go there, Deanna. Either way, Miss Lauryn Hill was known for being a trendsetter, late 90s into the 2000s. She did a wonderful things for us girls with natural hair. She did wonderful things with just being a badass chick with some dudes, like rocking her style all the time, whatever she wanted, however she wanted.
She always had that great vintage style. I feel like she would always take vintage pieces and throw
Mix
them on
them
and
up.
just always look really good.
Head wraps always looked great. Skin always looked great, and the makeup was
She was always true to herself,
beautiful.
which I really love. Very soulful.
Exactly. We have no idea what that soul is now, but we still loved you back then. So
I don't know.
thank you for showing up, Miss Lauryn Hill. We loved you. We still love you and wish you the best.
Well, that's a wrap, you guys. We had so much fun. Want to thank Miss Kelly Nishimoto for joining us. We have to have you back because
Please.
this is fun. This is a lot of fun. Kelly, tell everybody where they can find you and on TLC.
Okay, well, you can go to TLC.com and look up the show Something Borrowed, Something New. You can also go to my website, kellynishimoto.com or cutebootylounge.com.
Where can we find you, Erica?
You can find me, your host Erica Garcia Rojas, on Twitter and Instagram at IamEGR.
And you can find me, your host Courtney Stewart, on Twitter and Instagram at Stewart Starlet, because I can speak English.
And you guys can find me on Instagram and Twitter at It's Me, Deanna V. Thanks for tuning in, you guys. Don't forget to download us for free on iTunes and make your comments. We will see you with more fashion next Friday. Bye.
From producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, Dario Kristen, and the entire BHL staff, we would like to thank you for tuning in to the Black Hollywood Live Network. If you have questions or comments, tweet us at BHL Online or email us at info@blackhollywoodlive.com. For more exclusive content, visit blackhollywoodlive.com. This has been a presentation of the Black Hollywood Live Network.
Hollywood redefined.
The views expressed here are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of BHL or its owners or principals.
Thanks for watching Black Hollywood Live on YouTube. For more in-depth interviews and news, subscribe to our channel here and be sure to share your opinion in the comment section below here. See you soon, everyone. Bye.